All right, let's dive right in. Crypto and AI, huh? Seems like you've been doing some serious research. You've sent over a ton of stuff for us to look at articles, market reports, even personal notes, all about the latest trends as of December 2024. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us.
Yeah, it's a lot, but exciting too.
Mm.
It really is a fascinating time to be watching this space.
You know, when I was going through everything you sent over,
Yeah.
the thing that really jumped out at me was the rise of AI trading bots. I mean, they're practically taking over the crypto markets.
Absolutely, and it's not just some simple algorithm. We're talking complex systems, analyzing tons of data price fluctuations, obviously, but also trading volume.
Wow.
Even things like social media sentiment,
Sure.
all to make lightning-fast trading decisions.
So it's like having 1,000 day traders hopped up on 10 espressos each, but they're all digital.
Basically.
Yeah.
And they're working at warp speed. They can spot patterns and execute trades
Yeah.
with a speed and accuracy that no human could ever match.
So that's got to be why we've been seeing these wild swings in the crypto markets, right?
That's a big part of it, yeah. Volatility is definitely on the rise.
Okay, so that kind of explains some of the craziness I've been seeing. But for investors, is this a good thing? Or is it making the market even riskier?
Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, to be honest.
Right.
On the one hand, these bots can actually make the market more efficient.
How so?
Well, they can lead to more accurate pricing and much faster transactions. But the downside,
I bet there's a downside.
their speed and complexity can really amplify those market swings we were talking about.
I see.
Makes it even harder for regular investors to, keep up.
So now more than ever, it's super important to understand what's actually driving the market, not just react to every little blip.
Exactly. You need to be looking at the fundamentals, the tech, and most importantly, having a solid investment strategy.
Okay, so speaking of fundamentals in tech, another thing you highlighted in your research was the whole rise of AI-focused cryptocurrencies.
Oh, yeah.
Like Fetch.ai and Lightchain AI.
Right.
I have to admit, those weren't even on my radar before.
Sure.
But it seems like they're making some serious waves. What makes these different from the big players like Bitcoin or Ethereum?
Well, they're not just digital currencies. They're designed to power AI applications on the blockchain.
Interesting.
So think automating business processes, smarter contracts, even
Yeah.
decentralized AI marketplaces.
So instead of just trading these tokens, you're actually using them to build and run AI applications.
Exactly. And
Oh.
investors are noticing.
Yeah, I bet.
In 2023, these AI-focused tokens, they saw some huge gains, even outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum in some cases.
That's impressive. And, speaking of investors, I was blown away by the sheer amount of money flowing into AI and Web3 projects. Almost $300 million in funding last year alone.
That's right. It's a truly staggering figure. And to put that in perspective,
Yeah.
that's more funding than the entire sector received from 2016 to 2022 combined.
That's incredible. So we're not just talking about a few tech enthusiasts in their basements anymore. This is going mainstream.
It really is. It's a clear sign that the convergence of AI and blockchain is attracting serious attention.
So venture capitalists and big institutional investors are paying attention now.
Big time.
But with all this innovation and investment, I gotta wonder about the role of regulation. Governments always seem to be playing catch-up with technology, right?
Yeah, regulation, it's the big unknown here.
I bet.
The re-election of President Trump and his generally hands-off approach to tech, well, it could create a very different landscape than we might have seen under a different administration.
Makes sense. He's always been pretty consistent in his deregulatory stance, especially with all these emerging technologies.
Right.
So how do you think this impacts the world of crypto and AI?
Well, it's complicated.
Yeah, of course it is.
Less regulation, it could actually lead to faster innovation and even more investment.
Uh-oh. There's always a but.
It does raise some concerns about things like market stability, consumer protection,
Yeah.
even national security.
So it really is like a high-stakes poker game, everyone just waiting to see what that next hand will bring. But in the meantime, AI is quietly working behind the scenes, making blockchain technology itself more secure and efficient.
That's a really crucial aspect and often gets overlooked.
You're right, we tend to get caught up in all the flashy applications, but the foundation of blockchain is just as important.
Absolutely.
So give me an example. How is AI actually making blockchain more secure?
Well, think of it like an army of super vigilant security guards, constantly monitoring the whole blockchain network.
Okay.
AI algorithms can analyze massive amounts of data to detect suspicious activities, identify potential fraud.
Right.
They can even predict and prevent attacks before they happen.
It's like having an early warning system for the entire blockchain. Pretty impressive. But I'm also curious about how AI is being used to boost efficiency.
Yeah, that's another area where AI is making a huge impact.
Okay.
It can optimize things like transaction speeds,
Makes sense.
reduce energy consumption in mining,
Oh, interesting.
and even streamline the development of new blockchain applications.
That last part is really fascinating to me. I'm thinking about all the potential for innovation in, decentralized finance or DeFi. You've been following this pretty closely, right?
DeFi is definitely one of the most exciting areas where AI and blockchain are converging.
Yeah.
We're seeing a whole new generation of platforms using AI to make financial services more accessible,
Right.
more efficient, and personalized.
So what kind of services are we talking about here? Give me some examples.
Okay, so think about AI-powered lending and borrowing platforms.
Okay.
They can assess risk more accurately and offer, better interest rates, or automated investment advisors that can tailor portfolios to individual needs and goals.
So it's like having a personal financial expert available 24/7. That's a game changer, especially for people who don't have access to those traditional financial services.
That's right. AI is really helping to democratize finance,
Yeah.
making it more inclusive and empowering for everyone.
And we're just scratching the surface of what's possible, right?
Totally.
Now, shifting gears a little bit, one of the things that really caught my eye in your research was the explosion of AI art in the NFT space.
Oh, yeah.
I have to admit, I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole concept.
It is a pretty fascinating intersection of art and technology. You've got these algorithms creating art, often in styles and forms that humans could never imagine.
Wow.
And then that art is being tokenized as NFTs, which are then bought and sold on the blockchain.
It sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
Right.
But what does it actually mean for the art world itself? Is this a legitimate new form of artistic expression, or is it just a passing fad?
Well, it's definitely sparking a lot of debate about the very nature of art and creativity.
I bet.
Some people see it as a threat to human artists, while others view it as, a new tool for artistic exploration and collaboration.
Yeah, I can see both sides of that argument.
Right.
On one hand, you've got these algorithms creating art that is undeniably beautiful and thought-provoking.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it raises questions about authorship and originality and the role of human emotion in art.
All valid questions.
Yeah.
And I think the answers are still evolving as the technology develops and the art market adapts. But one thing is clear, AI is definitely shaking things up in the art world.
And it'll be really interesting to see how this all plays out in the next few years. Okay, so we've got AI trading bots battling it out in the markets. We've got AI-powered cryptocurrencies reshaping the financial landscape.
Right.
AI making blockchain more secure and efficient, AI driving the DeFi revolution, and now AI creating art that's being sold as NFTs.
It's amazing.
Is there anything AI isn't doing in the crypto world?
Well, there's one more area we should discuss, and it might be the most intriguing of all. AI's attempt to predict the future of crypto itself.
Ooh, okay. Like, remember that Dogecoin prediction?
Yeah, that's the one. The one where AI suggests Dogecoin could see a major price jump by 2030.
Exactly.
AI models are being trained on mountains of data, historical prices, trading volume, social media sentiment, all in an attempt to identify patterns and predict future price movements.
That sounds pretty tempting,
Right.
especially if it's coin you're already invested in. But how accurate are these models? Can AI really predict the future of crypto?
That is the million-dollar question. Crypto markets are so volatile,
Oh, yeah.
influenced by everything from, global economic trends to Elon Musk's latest tweet.
I know, right?
So even the most sophisticated AI models can get thrown off by those unforeseen events.
So it's not exactly a crystal ball.
Not quite. It's more like a sophisticated weather forecasting system.
Okay.
It can give you a pretty good idea of what to expect, but there's always a chance of a sudden storm.
So should investors even be paying attention to these AI-powered predictions, or is it all just noise?
I think they can be valuable tools,
Okay.
but it's important to use them wisely. Don't base your entire investment strategy on a single AI prediction.
All right.
Look at all the data, consider multiple perspectives, and always be prepared for the unexpected.
That's good advice. So we've covered a lot of ground here. AI trading bots, AI-powered cryptocurrencies, AI and DeFi, AI art and NFTs, and now AI trying to predict the future of crypto itself. I mean, it's clear that AI is having a huge impact on the crypto world,
Absolutely.
but it's also clear that this is just the beginning, right?
Oh, yeah. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Where do I see all of this heading in the next few years? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but I think we can definitely expect even greater integration between AI and crypto.
Like what?
We'll see more sophisticated AI trading bots, more AI-powered DeFi platforms,
Yeah.
and even more mind-bending AI art and virtual experiences.
That sounds incredibly exciting, but I also wonder about the potential downsides. What are some of the risks or challenges we should be aware of as AI becomes, even more deeply embedded in the crypto world?
That's a great question. I think one of the biggest concerns is the potential for bias in AI algorithms.
Okay.
If you're trained on data that is biased or incomplete, well, they could perpetuate existing inequalities or even create new ones.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about how it's developed and how it's actually used.
Precisely.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that AI is developed and deployed in a way that is ethical, transparent, and accountable. And we also need to be very aware of the potential for any unintended consequences.
That actually makes me think of another concern that's been in the news a lot lately, the environmental impact of crypto mining. Some people argue that it's just unsustainable,
Yeah.
that it consumes too much energy, that it's contributing to climate change. Is there a role for AI in addressing that?
Absolutely. AI is actually playing a key role in making crypto mining more sustainable. Yeah, tell me more about that.
So, for one thing, AI can be used to optimize those mining operations, making them way more energy efficient.
Interesting.
It can analyze things like energy prices and cooling costs, even weather patterns, to determine the most efficient times and locations to mine.
So it's like a smart thermostat for crypto mining.
Exactly.
That's
Finding
smart.
that sweet spot between profitability and environmental impact.
I like that.
But it actually goes beyond that. AI is also being used to develop new, more energy-efficient mining algorithms.
Oh, wow.
For example, some newer cryptocurrencies are moving away from that traditional proof-of-work mining model,
Right.
which requires, tons of computing power,
Yeah.
to more sustainable models like proof-of-stake, which requires significantly less energy.
That's really encouraging to hear. It
Uh.
seems like the crypto industry is becoming more aware of its environmental impact
Definitely.
and is actively looking for ways to, minimize its footprint.
Yeah, it's a step in the right direction.
Sustainability is becoming more and more important for investors, consumers, policymakers, everybody. And the crypto industry is recognizing that it needs to adapt to stay competitive.
So from AI trading bots to AI-powered cryptocurrencies to AI-optimized mining, it seems like artificial intelligence is touching every aspect of the crypto world.
It really is.
And it's all happening so fast, it really makes you wonder what it all means for the average person,
Yeah.
Is this just something for techies and investors?
Right.
Or will AI and crypto actually have a broader impact on society?
I think it's going to have a profound impact on all of us, whether we realize it or not.
I mean, we're already seeing AI influencing everything.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
From the news we read to, the products we buy.
Uh-huh. And as blockchain technology becomes more, mainstream, it's going to change the way we interact with the world.
Yeah.
Everything from, how we vote to how we manage our money.
So it's not just about, making money or building cool technology. It's about how these technologies are actually shaping the future of society itself.
Absolutely. And I think one of the most important aspects is the potential for democratization.
Right.
Crypto, just by its very nature, is decentralized, giving people more control over their assets and their data.
That's true.
And AI, while often seen as this, complex and mysterious force, is actually becoming more accessible every day.
Yeah, you're right. We're seeing all these new AI tools and platforms that are making it easier for everyday people to create, to innovate, to even build businesses.
It's like, remember the early days of personal computers, where,
Yeah.
Suddenly everyone had the power to create and share information.
Right.
Now with AI and crypto, I think we're seeing a similar shift, where the power to create and innovate and disrupt these traditional industries is being placed in the hands of more and more people.
That's both really exciting and a little bit scary, don't you think? I mean, it's great to think about the potential for positive change, but it also raises all sorts of questions about how we actually manage these really powerful technologies.
You're absolutely right. And that's why I think it's so important to have these conversations,
Definitely.
to really engage with these topics and to ask those tough questions. Because the future of AI and crypto, well, it's not predetermined. It's being shaped right now
Yeah.
by the choices we make, by the questions we ask, by the values we prioritize.
So for our listener who's been on this deep dive with us, exploring all these complex ideas, what's the one thing you want them to walk away with? What's the most important takeaway from all of this?
If I had to distill it down to one thing,
Yeah.
it would be this. Don't be a passive observer. Engage with these technologies, learn about them, experiment with them, and be part of the conversation. Because whether we like it or not, AI and crypto are here to stay,
Right.
and they're going to change the world.
Mm.
The question is, will we be, passive passengers on this ride, or will we actively shape the destination?
That's a really powerful thought, and a perfect note to end on, I think. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, from AI trading bots to AI art to the future of DeFi and beyond. It's been a wild ride, and it's clear that this story of AI and crypto, well, it's just getting started.
It has been an incredible journey,
It really has.
and I have no doubt that the next chapter is going to be even more fascinating. The pace of innovation is accelerating, and the possibilities, well, they really do seem endless.
So to you listening out there,
Yeah.
stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged.
Yes.
The future is being written right now, and you have a role to play in shaping it.
Yeah.
What will your role be? That's something to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.